Producing a neat, tidy, clearly defined area for the surrounds and approaches is also an important task. Mowing in these situations requires a quality and consistency of cut that produces the surface required, yet provides a framework that complements the finer qualities of the putting surface. A lightweight mowing machine is the ideal choice to provide the necessary manoeuvrability required to follow the many contours encountered around the surrounds and approaches. The machine must also have a level of versatility and agility to produce a quality cut right up to the edges of the green and around the bunkers. The three-wheel drive system transfers the weight from the rear wheel to the front wheels when going downhill. This gives greater control and provides for safer operation. Two outer cutting units geometrically positioned out front allow the operator a clear field of view for close trimming and increased productivity. Ear defenders should be worn when operating any machinery if required by law or club policy. A typical mowing height range of 6 to 12 millimeters is required, and it's important to ensure that the grass is cut with a minimum of overlap. If play approaches during mowing, it is proper course courtesy to acknowledge the fact, and, if it's reasonable to do so without causing undue delay, complete the task. At the end of the operation, a visual check of the surface will be carried out and any mower debris will be removed. Though it is important that the correct cutting practices are carried out on all areas of the course, the mowing of the putting surface is by far and away the most crucial. This is due to the quality of finish required from the cutting operation, and the fact that mistakes are easy to make but difficult to correct. The function and purpose of a golf green is to provide a suitable landing area for the incoming ball, together with a consistent and true putting surface which allows the ball to accurately follow its line and contours. The area of the green should always be enough to allow the greenkeeper to make frequent changes of flag stick placement, so that wear will not be concentrated for long periods in one particular area. Height and frequency of cut will once again be dictated by the season and growth of the grass. As a general rule, greens are cut daily in the late spring and summer at a height of 5 millimeters. In the winter, however, this height may be raised to 6 millimeters or more, but frequency of cut will be reduced to once or twice a week. Timing of the mowing operation will be affected by a number of factors such as competitions, the wear and tear of the surface due to the amount of play, the weather and ground conditions. Before the cutting operation can begin, the mowing machine should be parked on the green's approach and, as in all situations when the operator leaves the machine, the ignition must be turned off. A visual check is then made of the turf surface. A switch should always be carried on the machine to clear the area of surface debris such as stones, leaves, worm casts or studs. The latter has been known to smash the bottom blades of mowing reels. Any pitch marks should also be repaired. Good mowing practice dictates that the flag should be taken out before mowing commences and placed away from the mowing line. Never take out the flagstick whilst driving past the hole, as it's both a potentially dangerous and damaging practice. Before driving the mower onto the putting surface, first position the machine on the apron in line with the centre of the hole. Locate a fixed point behind the green and mow in a straight line towards it. Ensure the first cut is over the centre of the hole. This will avoid any illusion in the player's mind of a borrow that may have been created by two mower passes in opposite directions, producing a dark and light impression over different parts of the hole. Always mow in straight lines, only turning when the machine is off the putting surface. This will prevent tearing or scuffing of the turf. The operator should also periodically check for oil leaks which may damage the turf. On damp surfaces, the rollers should be regularly inspected for a build-up of grass clippings which may affect the height of cut, and cleaned if necessary. Consistency and cleanliness of cut, the minimization of surface compaction, and agile handling characteristics are essential features when selecting a ride-on greens mower. Up-front seating will ensure an excellent view for precise maneuverability, and an adjustable steering arm provides for improved comfort and fatigue-free operation. To complete the mowing operation of the green, the perimeter can now be cut to define the putting surface and clean up any grass debris. The putting surface should again be checked for any further debris left by the mower and switched if required. The hole can then be trimmed neatly with scissors and the flagstick firmly replaced. Throughout this complete operation, the greenkeeper must be aware of golfers and the play around him, and show the correct course courtesy at all times. Hand mowers are also used to good effect on greens, providing a high level of visual appeal. A well-balanced hand mower is essential to provide the superior finish that can be obtained by using these machines. A weighted front-to-rear bias offsets the operator's natural tendency to place weight on the handle, allowing the reel to follow accurately the ground contours. This ensures a consistent height of cut. Hand mowers do not produce wheel marks on the turf surface, and the smooth surface traction drums allow for easy turning to minimize scuffing, and a grooming reel attachment provides that special greens enhancement effect. Boxed clippings will be disposed of tidily. The removal of these clippings provides for a cleaner surface by the removal of grass debris and weed seeds. It also helps to prevent a possible build-up of undesirable organic fibre that would result if the clippings were not removed. The use of hand mowers as the sole means of cutting greens, however, is very labour-intensive, about 3 times longer to cut a typical green compared with a ride-on mower, and therefore their use in this respect is perhaps limited to clubs with a large labour resource. Hand mowers can, however, be used very effectively on weekdays when the course is quieter, complementing the ride-on mower's use throughout the busy weekend periods. They can also be used in the winter periods when frequency of cut is much reduced compared to the summer.